What is up, YouTube? You are listening to Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. As always, I am Kane Jr. 88, along with my co-hosts Thermite 917 and Junior Nation 5788. This week, we were in the great Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania for the Exalta Pocono 400. Overall, it was a pretty uneventful race. Obviously, the finish was really exciting, and congrats to Ryan Blaney and the Wood brothers' first career win and the 99th career win for the team itself. But overall, yeah, like I said, pretty uneventful race. So, gentlemen, what did you think?
All right, moving on to awards.
Yeah, we're done. uh, Good job for touching on the basics, Kane. But yeah, I agree. It was a pretty uneventful race for the most part until the first caution of the day, which was Jimmy Johnson's hard crash with the brake failure. And Jamie McMurray obviously kind of did the exact same thing in the same turn. So what are the chances of that? Uh, Luckily, both of them are okay. McMurray had a fire, and stuff happened.
That's definitely a way to put it because there wasn't a whole lot of stuff happening before that. Stage one was an absolute bore. Nothing really happened. Just general green flag pit stops. Kyle Busch, dominated the whole thing, and stage two got started. Not a whole lot different, but the first real thing that happened today was Dale Jr. pulled a boner maneuver for the second time of the weekend. Dale Jr. grenaded an engine. If he would have made a mistake once, which he did in practice, it was kind of forgivable, but making it a second time in a race, definitely confusing as far as whether it was completely his fault. He did take the blame, but, it still happened. It's incredibly unfortunate. He had worked his way up pretty well through the pack, and, who knows what his day would have been made of had that not happened, but he did. Blew a motor and it was out. We were thinking he was going to finish last, but he actually didn't. Cody Ware.
Yeah,
Cody Ware finished last.
He snuck in a last place finish because that's what he does.
You know it, Cody Ware.
Yeah.
But the race was just basically a whole lot of nothing until Jimmy Johnson, tried to make it interesting. That was a wild wreck.
Yeah.
Huge hit. Probably one of the biggest hits we've seen since, Jeff Gordon 06, Ken Schrader, I believe, 03. Those are two big ones that really stand out to me.
Yeah, as far as Pocono goes, for sure. And then Jimmy said that's his biggest hit since 2000 at Watkins Glen. We all know what happened there.
Yeah,
of course. So, yeah, it was a really big incident. And I thought the whole Jimmy Johnson wreck was going to set off a chain of emotion and change the entire complexion of the race. But that really didn't happen. So that was kind of surprising.
It started some weird things, though, because under that caution after the red flag was lifted, that's when Kyle Larson was swerving and ran right into Clint Boyer, who was getting the lucky dog.
That's true.
And then right after that, when pit road was open, like 8 guys came down even though it was closed because they were only going to have 1 lap left in the stage, so they weren't going to open pit road. So everything kind of picked up right there, but like you said, it didn't really change any outcomes or anything like that.
No, all the main players were still pretty much there, and there wasn't a whole lot of shuffling as far as track position goes. Maybe throughout the midfield, but realistically, who cares? The front, Kyle Busch was still looking on his way to an easily victory. It was looking that way. It really was. And, I also really wanted to make a note about this and the restarts. There wasn't a lot of them today. So that's one thing, because restarts is usually very exciting, Pocono. But they weren't as exciting.
No.
I thought this was one of the least exciting amount of restarts that we've seen at Pocono in years. So that was like, wow.
Yeah. And then that just reminds me of, that continuing chain of events with the Jimmy Johnson crash. On that restart then, that's when I think Brad Keselowski got into Chase Elliott and almost caused the crash. So that was the only excitement on restarts. There really weren't any guys getting loose under other guys in the tunnel turn and stuff like that. Because usually Pocono can be extremely boring for a while. Then you get a restart and there's 5 wrecks in a row on restarts. But that was not the case today.
Or they're going 7 wide too.
Yeah,
we saw that in an IndyCar race there.
Yeah, there were a couple guys fanning out here and there, but it wasn't 5 wide at all.
No. So, that was a little bit disappointing because that would have improved the overall race rating just a little bit, but it didn't.
Yeah.
And but then it got down to the end of the race, and strategy there honestly really wasn't any. I mean, I know
No.
Brad Keselowski was trying to stay out for a while, but to be honest, that really wasn't going to work.
No.
I don't think. And it kind of worked back in his favor anyway with the caution that came out really late in the going. Casey Kane had a brake failure and ran into the wall.
Yeah.
And,
Third Hendrick DNF of the day. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was a very rough day for Hendrick.
3 of their cars finished in the bottom 5. That's how bad of a day it was.
Absolutely. It was terrible. And, but, then everybody pits except for Kyle.
Except for one guy.
Kyle,
the one guy we wanted to get screwed stayed out.
That was beautiful. Oh my goodness, my biased reactions were going through the roof. I'm so fucking happy. But yeah, so he stays out, and Keselowski also stayed out because he had just gotten fresh tires. So it kind of worked into his favor, like, really well. Even though like we were like all going like, what the hell? Why is he staying out so long? But then it ended up working out. And he still didn't get the finish that he probably was hoping he could have. Because that restart, obviously, Blaney and whatever those guys on the I don't where did Blaney even restart? Was he on the inside or out?
He was like 4th, I think.
He was outside, I think. I think he restarted 4th.
I think he was 4th, yeah.
Okay, so he got a really good restart with Kyle or whatever. Kyle got out there, and it was like, oh my God, is he really gonna pull this crap? Is he gonna hold everybody off? But nope, that was not the case. Tire wear was clearly too much. Those 15, 16 laps that he had on his tires were going to be way too much. And Ryan Blaney, man, he didn't give up easy, which that's not really a surprise. Kyle didn't. And he gave Blaney a run for his money, about wrecked him damn near twice.
Yeah, I was
cheeky.
I was kind of pissed at that, but he did what he had to do, really.
Yeah, he did, ultimately. I mean, he didn't wreck him, so, I mean, I guess he made it interesting. But Blaney was having none of it, man. And he made a great move and got by him.
I'll take that, thank you.
I'll take that, thank you.
Yeah, and then but right when Blaney passed Kyle Busch, then Harvick was passing whoever was third. Was that Eric Jones or something? And Harvick was pretty much right on Blaney from there till the end. So I was worried he was going to end up getting by Blaney, especially how aggressive he usually races and everything. But he raced him clean, and Blaney made 0 mistakes for like 10 laps.
Yeah, Blaney was cool as ice right there. I mean, he could have really bottled it. I felt like Harvick was a little bit better, because he did make some charges at him, but obviously Pocono is really tough to pass. So,
I guess
Blaney kept school.
Yeah, I guess we can officially say Kimi Räikkönen is not the only one we can call Iceman now. Welcome to the club, Blaney.
Yeah, give it to Blaney too. He'll be the new Iceman. But he is chill anyway. He is normally chill unless he's pissed off about getting held up behind somebody at Phoenix and then bitch pissing and moaning. But other than that, he's pretty chill.
I've never seen him get pissed off at anything, it seems,
Except Dale Jr.
Except Dale Jr. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. Well, anyways.
His own neighbor.
Yeah. But he held him off, man. And Ryan Blaney gets his first career victory. I'm
so happy.
Very happy. Yeah. Well, probably one of the best victories of the year. There's been some good. There's been some good winners. Even though you've seen kind of some of the same. Jimmy's somehow won 3 times already, but you got a couple first-time winners already in this season, and Ryan Blaney is probably, I'd say he's probably the fan favorite of the 3 that have happened. But still, it's just great. I can't say it any way else.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that list is going to continue growing this year too.
I think so. I think obviously Chase Elliott still has to win. It's gonna happen.
I mean, hey, we're going to Michigan next week, so we all know how he did there last year.
It's true.
Yeah, and
those guys it's going to happen for him one day.
There's been, I saw there's been 10 different winners so far this year with like 8 different teams, and there was only 7 different winners or different team winners in all of last year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's what, 14, race 14 just happened? I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this season really hasn't been that bad thus far. I mean, there's been hits and misses and inconsistencies and all sorts of crap, which we kind of expect at this point. But I'm not going to get too far off topic with it. It's just still been a solid year. And obviously, it's great to see another first-time winner.
Yeah. I also want to point out Victory Lane was really cool because when Keselowski won yesterday, Blaney was in Victory Lane because he was the pit reporter for the drivers only thing, which by the way was a huge success, I think. And then today, when Blaney wins, they got Keselowski to interview Blaney, and it was just two guys having fun. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was. That was a real classy move by Jamie Little, letting Brad have her headset and her microphone, so he could interview Blaney. That was a real class act by not just Jamie Little but Fox as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
This is
pretty
probably
cool.
the best weekend ever for them.
Yeah, really.
It was
I
a
think
cool
so.
deal. Obviously, Bubba Wallace made his first start today too.
Yeah, he's getting an award, so we'll get to that because I know he actually went to Victory Lane afterwards, and then I guess during the cool down, he also drove beside him. So the 21 and 43 were side by side with 21 winning. So that's an awesome sight.
Yep, it was pretty cool and just a great deal. I mean, glad to see Wood Brothers back in Victory Lane. That's obviously a big thing too. It's a really just feel good win. For the entire sport. I think everybody, a lot of people like Blaney. He is a likable guy, so there shouldn't be too many disappointed people as far as the race results go. With the winner.
And the stands were actually going nuts when Blaney took the lead too. So now I'm not sure if they were happy that Blaney was winning or that Kyle Busch got passed, but that's always up. But I think I bet there were some people who were just excited to see Blaney and the Wood brothers, going on to win today. So, and that's always a joy.
Yeah, that pretty much covers all race ratings, man. What do you think, Nick?
I wrote down I'm giving it a 5, and I would have maybe given it like a 3 or something, but I forgot about the truck race, and I'll even throw Xfinity in there with the drivers only broadcast, and that had a last lap pass. So I'll average all that out. I'll give it a 5. Not the best racing as far as Pocono goes, or truck finishes go, because that we'll talk about that in the awards. But the truck race as a whole was great, and Pocono had 2 great finishes and 2 great victory lane celebrations, so that kind of saved everything from being a crappy rating. So I'll go with that. Kane?
I think I'm going to agree with Nick on this one. Obviously, if like Kyle had won or Harvick had won or anything like that, I would have given it a much lower rating. But then again, obviously, Blaney and the Wood brothers going to victory lane, and also the Xfinity race with the drivers only broadcast and that crazy wild truck race on Friday night. That was probably the saving grace for this week. Those are the saving graces for this weekend. So definitely a 5.5.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to give the race a 5.5, and mainly just because of the ending. Necessarily showing bias towards Ryan Blaney, but at least things happened in a little bit different way, and it wasn't just a straightforward finish. I think it was an exciting pass for the lead, and obviously for Blaney to hold Harvick off. The rest of the day was kind of mediocre, not a ton of racing here and there. I would say without the finish, it'd be about a 3.5. But the finish, you want to see a good finish. I think it happened here today, so 5.5.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, the trucks race this weekend, and you know what that means. Where did Cody Coughlin finish? Oh, Cody Coughlin, big old turkey clam. He came home with an 18th place finish, and that was after blowing an engine. So let's see what Cody had to say about his race. It's a real shame because once again we had a great race going. We don't really have anything to show for it. The luck we're having is keeping us from getting the results we deserve. The guys work really hard to give me great Toyota Tundras every time we go to the racetrack. We'll get the right results soon. The right results soon. Oh, Cody Coughlin, you crack me up, dude. Jesus. It's funny enough watching your dad race in pro stocks and NHRA, but Jesus Christ, man. You're a hoot yourself. You need to really just realize that you suck. And you only have a ride because of Mr. Jag Coughlin Sr. Jags.
Jags!
Jags!
A little late to the party there, Kane. Oh man. I'll give it to him though, because he he was in the top 12. It was something.
He was there.
And it was 14 to go when he blew up, so.
True. It was late in the going. He was having an run, but still, it's a very Cody Coughlin-like result.
As always.
Oh, Cody.
Now it's time for some awards, and obviously we start off with the boner of the week. So who got the first boner, Nick?
All right. This goes to the end of the Truck Series race, and first of all, NASCAR, because if they would have just called the caution way sooner, like when Austin Wayne Self hit the wall, as soon as he backed it into the wall, that's kind of when they should have thrown the caution, because NASCAR is so quick to jump on all this crap. You know, if you just think of the Xfinity race at Talladega last year, I think it was, when like they called the caution before anything even happened. Right away, before anything even happened, they called the caution. That's what they should have done here, but no, they waited until like Timothy Peters was like flying through the grass and everything to do it, and by then the leaders were past the start-finish line, which made them go to the video review, which that pissed off everyone on Twitter, because everyone was looking at those big old caution lights on the fence that Texas has, and saying that by those lights, Chase Briscoe was ahead and he should have won. But it turned out, thanks to Steve O'Donnell, those were not the official lights, and the official lights said that Christopher Bell was ahead at the moment of caution. So someone better get a new set of lights here, because I don't think Texas was thinking, what are the odds of it happening where we're going to have to determine a finish by caution here? Well, now you know that's going to happen sometimes. And that was kind of a controversial finish. And by the way, glad Timothy Peters is okay. But another crappy finish with a good race. So
our next boner of the week goes to either Kyle Larson or his spotter, Derek Nealand, who, under caution, right after the huge wreck with Jimmy Johnson and Jamie McMurray, Larson was swerving to warm up his tires for that final restart before the end of the stage, and he inadvertently swerved into Clint Boyer, who was the lucky dog and was passing the pace car on the outside to get his lap back. Well, I don't know who was the one that screwed up there, but somebody wasn't paying attention.
That's true.
Yep.
Next award.
Dumbass.
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 Target.
Max. All right, next award is Welcome to Cup, and that goes to Bubba Wallace. Well, this week the number of the Bubba was 43, and anything over the speed limit, because holy Christ, Bubba Wallace. He first of all, in his very first green flag pit stop, gets caught for speeding, and I believe it was 3 or 4 different sections. And obviously, it comes to do his pass through, and he was speeding again. Oh, what a rough day for the lad. He didn't wreck, didn't really have any, I guess, on track issues, but made a couple of mistakes that he's going to have to clean up in his next couple of races.
That's for sure.
And he came home with a 26th place result, 2 laps down, or he was at least 1 lap down. But was he?
He was 2 laps down at one point. I don't know how he finished though.
I think he got his lap back. I think.
Yeah.
He was also pretty damn hard on himself too. Like, he was his biggest critic.
Well, he always is. He's like Chase Elliott.
But, yeah, really. I think he was harder on himself than Chase usually is.
Yeah.
On himself.
But I got to say, he did great in the actual race. It was just pit road he bombed.
Oh, absolutely.
But.
Yep. So Bubba came home with a 26th place finish, and yeah, welcome to Cup, man.
Next award is the Cigar Award, and I got excited about that. And that goes to Ryan Blaney and the entire Wood Brothers Racing team, because these guys have worked so hard for so long, and they get their first win since 2011, and it was Ryan Blaney's first career win, and it's just, it's so good, man. They're just old school. They're getting things done. They have the alliance with Penske, I know, but they've done so much, and they're a team that you need to have stick around, or else NASCAR is really going to suffer, I think, because, man, it's good stuff.
Not to mention they have NASCAR's greatest Twitter account.
Yeah, John Wood.
Yeah, if you don't follow @WoodBrothers21 on Twitter, you're missing out on a hell of a lot.
Yeah, they even had a tweet that said, Kyle Busch is racing like an ass here when he was blocking Blaney. So
yeah.
That's great. I
Yeah.
didn't even see that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm proud of them.
Yeah,
Proud
and
of
then
you.
they retweeted that, and it said, "Oh, sorry, we got hacked."
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was awesome. Just such a feel-good win, like Tyler was saying earlier. So, congrats to Blaney and those guys. And we have one more cigar award, and Kane, you want to take that one away?
I certainly will. Our next cigar award actually goes to Pocono Raceway for Friday's Monster Energy Can Recycling Program. Now, for those that weren't aware, Pocono Raceway did a promotion where if you brought an empty can of Monster Energy to recycle, you got into the track for free all day Friday. So you got to watch Cup practice, Xfinity practice, the ARCA race, and Cup qualifying all in one day, all for free. And let me tell you, it was a really, really popular promotion because obviously not only do you get in for free, but it also promotes, NASCAR's Green Initiative, which, let's be honest, Pocono Raceway is perhaps NASCAR's greenest track. I mean, obviously they have a big ass solar panel farm like behind one of the straightaways.
Yeah.
So, and that's apparently what powers the whole track too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually kind of cool. The whole track is powered by the sun. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a great
Yeah.
program for
Yeah.
ARCA, for NASCAR, because Monster Energy and the Green Initiative. So it was it was a good day on Friday for those guys.
I also want to give an honorable mention, Cigar, to Fox for their drivers only Xfinity Series broadcast. I don't know who at Fox came up with that idea, but whoever that person is, they are a genius. Because I was looking at social media feedback about that broadcast, and it was practically nothing but positive remarks. I mean, obviously, and I thought it was amazing too. I mean, the racing was even exciting too. It was a really exciting finish between Brad Keselowski, Kyle Larson, and Justin Allgaier. But to have Kevin Harvick, Clint Bowyer, Joey Logano calling the action from the box, and then Ryan Blaney in victory lane interviewing Brad,
Yeah.
and then of course the very next day, Brad goes to victory lane to interview Ryan. That was, I think that was a classy move by Fox, and as well as Jamie Little too. So
Yeah.
hats off to them. That was a great idea, and I hope to God they do it again next year.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was acting like they've done it before. Even down to Eric Jones. I mean, pit reporting is not easy, and for those guys to go in there with like no announcing experience at all, I mean, they're just natural at it. All right, is that it for awards? Do we have a crying towel?
Do we have another award? I believe we do. And we have a crying towel to hand out. But I'm not just going to give it to one person. I'm going to give it to many people. First off, I want to give it to Danica Patrick. Danica.
Oh! No, I get it. That was rude. That was.
Since I'm old,
Sweetheart.
instead of taking the booing, what I want to tell you is like, I do the very best I can.
Yes, you do.
I mean, if you're a real fan, you know that I'm not just like, my job is not to sign autographs, right? My job is to drive a car, to tell the crew chief what's going on. I don't appreciate the booing. It hurts my feelings. I'm a fucking person. You know what I mean? I'm a person too. I have feelings. When you boo me, it hurts my feelings. Okay? Please just be supportive fans. I'll do everything I can. When I came from over here, my car is over there. I only do so much. And I have to get in the car. So just please understand that. I have feelings too.
Danica, thank you for your hard work. Keep your chin up. You didn't sign on the way out either.
Look at you yelling at these fans, okay? Come on. Is it that time of the month, Danica? Is it? Or did Ricky just not give you a little hug this week? Either way, you're a bitch. You can't be just yelling at fans like that. Come on. Nobody does that. I don't care how mad they are. You see Kyle Busch. I'm defending Kyle. You're making me defend. Oh my God, you're making me defend Kyle Busch. I'm gonna have to get the crying towel because I'm so pissed and so upset that you're making me do this. But he doesn't even yell at fans. Jesus, you're coming over there and getting pissed off at people. Yeah, I get it. But still, you can't do that shit. But that, not only do you get the crying towel for doing that, but you do have a point. And I'm giving the crying towel to all those damn fans. Fans, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They've got a job to do. whether you realize it or not, they are race car drivers. They've got shit to do. They were on the grid for a reason. Yeah, she signed some autographs, and she's not going to be able to fucking sign autographs for every single person, you bunch of crybabies. Be human. Realize things. Quit being a fucking dickhead. Jesus. Crying towel to all of you. And that's a lot of towels.
That is a lot of
I don't
towels.
even think a Holiday Inn has. I don't even think a Holiday Inn has that many damn towels. You bunch of whiners. Jesus.
Nope.
Yeah.
Kleenex is happy you guys are crying. Ugh. People annoy me.
Yeah. Those were great points, though. I mean, Danica said what every driver kind of wants to say, and the fans just gotta shut up and deal with it if they don't get an autograph.
Yeah. Well, and then after she left, Austin Dillon showed up later in the video, and he signed for everybody. So he kind of saved the day for them, I guess.
I saw.
Yeah.
I think it was the Stewart House Twitter page or something that was it. Who was it? Was it Clint Boyer or Kurt Busch signing autographs? And they're like, he's a man of the people. So they threw Danica under the bus. Their own team did.
That's something. A man of the
That's
people.
savage.
Well, if she couldn't do it, she couldn't do it. I mean,
Right.
it's real simple. You can't please everybody. That's just the way it's gonna be. And I think that a lot of people missed sight of that. And obviously, the fans did, and that's why they get the crying towel too, because it's ridiculous. There are many fans like that, and they need to be told to shut the hell up. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's funny. Like the second that one guy booed her, she just like turned and went right for him.
Oh yeah.
And just chewed him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, she's I think she's a little bit wrong for doing that, and that's why she gets a crying towel. But she's also correct, so it's kind of a dual incident, But both parties have a fault in it, and they're going to be exploited for that.
Yep. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, this is usually the time for the best paint scheme segment, but there really weren't that many great cars. I think Newman's was really the only one, maybe even the 95 of Michael McDowell with New York Fire Department. But we do easily have a worst paint scheme of the week, and Tyler, do you want to talk about that one?
Oh, you betcha I do. Oh, Eric Jones's GameStop Cars 3 Driven to Win. It's going to be the new video game for the Cars franchise. So it's not exactly a Cars 3 movie. It's for the video game. And my lord, are they kidding? Look at, this is not even, there's no paint scheme here. All right? It's a black and red car. I mean, the swoosh is, it's not even a swoosh is. I just lied right there. It's like one swoosh. And it's terrible, and it doesn't even flow. I don't understand. Again, I mean, who designed this? Who actually got paid money to design this piece of shit? Seriously? I want to meet them, because guess what? They have a ficus, and I'm pissing on
it. Hey, like you ring the doorbell. Hey, excuse me, Mr. Eric Jones car designer. Do you have a ficus by any chance?
Oh yeah, it's right here by the door. Drop pants.
Yeah, cool. Just give me 1 second here.
Zip. Unzip.
I just had Taco Bell earlier too. I'm gonna fertilize it as well.
Oh, gee.
Because that's how much I hate your car.
And then, oh yeah, once again, the numbers are too far forward.
Yeah, I hate that.
Ugh, just placement problems. Just the paint scheme absolutely sucks. He finished third, great result for the lad. Thank God he didn't win though, because that would have been a terribly looking first diecast for first win. That's thank the Lord.
I don't even think more contingencies would have helped to fill the space in. It's just a bad paint scheme.
Oh yes.
It's just nothing was gonna save that. I mean, there's not like I said, there's nothing there. It's just, I like the numbers. I guess I'll compliment that, but still, there's no paint scheme. It was an absolute fail by GameStop. They should be ashamed.
Yes, they should be. And
I mean, we've seen GameStop paint schemes in the Xfinity series. They're awesome.
Yeah.
There's been some very good ones over the years. I don't know what happened. I guess their old guy died or something. And,
or retired or went to another team. I don't know.
They had to fill the void, and they're just like, Timmy, can you design a car? I'm going to need one in 30 minutes. And I think, and like he spent 25 of that in the bathroom or something and just like had to throw something together. Oh, God. Just line here, color change, done.
Yep.
Ugh. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on.
All right.
With pleasure.
All right. Time for fantasy. Just a recap from this week at Pocono. Damani wins again. He picked Kyle Larson. He finished 7th. Tyler finished 2nd. He picked Chase Elliott, finished 8th. And I picked Martin Truex Jr., and he finished 6th. So we all did pretty good there. And then there's Kane. He picked Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy finished 36th.
Sucks to suck.
Sucks to suck.
Jimmy pretty much died. Thank God he didn't.
Yeah, that's a little extreme there, but yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, if this were 2001,
I know.
and that wreck happened, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Okay, Kane, we're not going to take a
Yeah.
dark route here. We're just going to go stick to fantasy.
And a points update. I know we did it last week, but, I just want to, tell our fans what's going on here. Tyler is still leading with 473 points. Kane is 72 back. I am 110 back, and Damani is 257 back. But he has a couple wins in the bank, so maybe if he sticks with it, he hasn't given us his pick yet tonight, so hopefully he gets that in there. But if he sticks with it, he might be a threat by Homestead. Who knows? So, yeah, Kane, sucks to suck man, goes first.
All right. Well, I'm going with a guy who has yet to win at Michigan International Speedway, and that is Brad Keselowski.
Yeah.
We saw his performance at Auto Club Speedway, which is very similar to Michigan. It's a 2-mile D-shaped oval. He had a really, really bad start. He got wrecked in 4 laps into the race, but he came back and finished 2nd. So he is really strong on these types of tracks. And it's also, we're racing at his home track. He is from Rochester Hills, Michigan, which is north of Detroit, but this is his home track, and this is probably the one place on the circuit that he wants to win at the most. So I'm going to go with Brad.
I am also going with a guy who is very good at these types of tracks. He won at Auto Club, was it this year? I think it was. And Michigan of last year for his first career win. Kyle Larson is going to win again at Michigan, because this seems like the kinds of tracks that he just excels at. Kyle Larson is going to win. Tyler, who do you think is going to win?
I think Martin Truex Jr. is going to win. I'm not going to give a whole annotated bibliography like Kane did, so I'll just take it short and simple. They've got plenty of speed, some momentum. They're going to get it done. They've won places they haven't won it before. Michigan's one of them, so they can probably get it done. Martin Truex Jr. Damani, he hasn't made a selection yet, so we're going to make his for him. Cody Ware is going to get the win for Damani.
We don't even know if he's going to be in the car next year. It could be Timmy Hill for all we know.
Next year, we're making picks for Michigan 2018.
Yeah,
you did say next year.
Jesus.
You salty Snickers son of a bitch.
Oh man, but yeah, luckily Damani's going last because he knows who he can't pick by now. But if he does pick, here it is right here.
24.
That wraps it up for another episode of Behind the Wall presented by Perky Jerky. And well, it was a great one. And hopefully our 3 people who watch this, weekly, that don't ever comment, enjoyed it.
Yeah, us.
For us. We watch it back. So, yes, hopefully we enjoyed it. We know we did. So, who's never here. For Kane Jr. 88, who's always breathing loudly and drunk. For Thermite 917, the guy who wins regular season championships, but he can't close it out in chase.
Yeah.
And for myself, Middleburg 1. This has been Behind the Wall. You've been Behind the Wall. And thank you for listening.
But I am recording now, so it is Kane's
10-4.
turn
Okay.
to introduce.
Whose is it?
Yours.
Kane's.
Mine?
No,
Okay.
Kane's.
It's Tyler's turn, isn't
No, it's
it?
not.
I did it last week.
Tyler did Dover.
Pretty sure I introduced Charlotte.
Because Tyler definitely did Dover. And then I did
Yep.
trivia. So,
Just do it.
Oh, you introduced trivia. Okay.
yeah.
Just do it,
So
Kane.
just
Okay.
do it.
Just do it. Okay.
I thought that was going to really set off like a chain of motion to change that. Dog.
Sorry about that. God damn it, Randall.
Damn it, Randall.
God damn it, Randall. Jesus.
Well,
I am so
that's a
sorry
first
about that,
for
man. That
interruptions
was-
for us.
That is a first. Yeah, I am so
Yeah,
sorry
no
about
kidding.
that.
Oh man.
Well, it's not your fault. It's Randall's fault. He should have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
taking care of it. It should have been taken care of a while ago. The dog should have been sleeping. You should have had some warm milk, and you should be out. But that's all Randall's doing.
He was asleep on the couch, but my dog has big ass ears, so he's
Well,
awoken by practically any noise.
Randall didn't give him enough milk, so it's all his fault. We'll
Nope.
address it later. I'm just going to give a cup race only rating because I didn't realize we were averaging everything together. Damn it!
Well, you don't need a calculator.
I don't need no damn calculator. Calculate the amount of points that you earned during your regular season championship, and then
Well,
lost it in the chase, scrub. See, I went there. I don't want to hear
well,
that shit.
I'm just going to ignore that.
You're gonna ignore that. So we're gonna talk about race ratings.
All right, next award is me.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
I was making sure Tyler was okay with me going. I didn't know if he was for sure done or not, so he left me hanging there.
I'm done. I'll introduce the damn award. You already screwed it up.
Well, no, I'm introducing it now. You're done.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm
All right,
doing
fine.
it. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm gonna say now it's time for some awards.
Well, that was an award. Well, actually, it wasn't.
I don't even know that I don't ever count Cody Coughlin as an award.
No,
Cody
he-
Coughlin isn't an award.
No,
The award he gets is freaking running like ass pepperoni award.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. Another crappy finish with a good race. So, Kane, you got another boner going on?
Yes, I do. Holy cow!
Oh my god,
Oh
Nick.
my god!
You got another boner going on?
Wow. Okay.
Kane, tell us about your raging boner.
Okay. Well, back on topic here.
All right, next
Next
award. Shut up! I got it.
You don't got it. I have it.
I'm taking initiative, and you're,
No.
Uh.
All you're doing is screwing up the flow, Nicholas.
yeah.
Screwing up the freaking flow harder than those Muppets cars in 2002.
That totally ruined your night.
man.
That ruined everything.
Oh man. All right.
So Kane,
Yeah.
since you sucked really
Oh
badly.
wait, I want to do points. Just go with that.
No, I did a points update last week.
I'm doing points
Thank you
again.
for doing it. Okay, fine. Do
God,
fucking
We
points.
gotta update our 20 viewers here. Man.
20 viewers. You're overselling it, man.
Yeah, that's true. It's 15 in a quarter.
It's like 3.
Yeah. All right, but moving on to points. We're in the same segment. Tyler.
Thought you go. I finished second. You go.
Oh yeah.
Nick.
I wrote the order down wrong. Oh no,
Dumbass.
I didn't. I was looking at it upside down.
Dumbass. And I'm not gonna give a whole damn bibliography.
Big blah
I'm
blah
gonna give
blah.
a whole
blah.
damn. Shut the hell up. Just edit this out. Throw it in the freaking outtakes.
If we're throwing that stuff in the outtakes, we might as well throw your whole trivia game in the outtakes too.
Oh boy. I wouldn't disagree to that because it was disastrous.
Yeah.
All right, well that wraps up another episode of Behind the Wall presented by Perky Jerky, which I don't know that Kane mentioned at the beginning. So
Damn it,
there's
Kane.
a red flag for that. And
I mentioned it.
I
mentioned it.
I really don't think he did. I really don't think he did.
You're gonna look bad if you actually did.
I honestly don't think he did. I'm gonna look bad, so I'm going to record another intro to this.
An intro? I think it's
just
the end
in
of the
case I'm
show.
wrong. Or another intro to the outro. So shut up. Stop yelling at me.
They went together like lamb and tuna fish.
Lamb and tuna fish?
Maybe like spaghetti and meatball? Be more comfortable with that analogy?
Yes, considering we're in America.
I mean, if you don't like spaghetti and meatballs, why don't you get the hell out?
Hey, listen, I'll come down there and give you a crew cut, mister.
Let's see your clippers.
Not my problem. Your father was sick.
Stop yelling at me!
Well, that wraps up another episode of Behind the Wall. Kane's breathing.
Man, we made it so far, and now we're messing up everything.
And we're falling apart.
It was picking up hard on my end. I just said Kane's breathing, so basically I just get Kane's shit for breathing. Don't breathe.
Breathe on your own time. I don't pay you to breathe.
Oh, man.
I don't know why you just said it that way, and I'm now scared, and I'm happy to be leaving. So. Anyways. For Kane Jr. 88, who's always breathing loudly and drunk, the Thermite 917, you know, the guy who wins regular season championships, but he can't close it out in chase.
Yeah.
Middleburg 917.
Middleburg 917.
Who are you?
Oh my god, I just bottled it harder than I did in that trivia challenge.
Tyler, are you drunk right now?
No, but after saying that, you'd think that I was.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Middleburg 917, I went there. For myself, Middleburg 917. Oh my god. I'm screwed up, man. This is what this state does to me.
Yeah, get out
This
of
is what
there.
this week has done to me. I am messed mentally, man. Oh, anyways, so just add this in now. And for myself, Middleburg 1, Junior Nation Pass 88, Pro Bowl 47. Yeah, because that's right. I changed my own name right there. I'm going to redo this. That was so stupid. I don't know why I did that. It was so pointless. Oh, my God. I want to go to bed, man. And for myself, Middleburg 1, or Junior Nation Pass 88, or Pro Bowl 43, any of my stupid-ass handles. We hope you enjoyed the episode. You have been behind the wall. And thank you for listening. Shut up. Shut up. You just ruined it again.
I thought you forgot it. Hey, we were doing it. We were
doing
doing it together. It was going to sound good.
Oh yes.
No, Jesus. Oh yes. God, Kane, you gotta still have that raging boner from earlier. I think so. Jesus, Kane. Anyways, so we're gonna have to redo that because Thermite's a piece of shit. So, and for myself, Middleburg 1, you've been listening Behind the Wall. You've been behind the wall, and thank you for listening. I know Kane was still making noise
I know.
right there. It picked up. I guarantee you.
It did.
Christ, I can't tell you how many noises I made tonight for me and then my dog.
I'm gonna redo it again for a final time, and I'm gonna ask you that you mute your mic quickly so that I can do this.
Oh, okay then.
Thank you, Kane.